gonna need ministers. I ain't meaning them. Enemies, I'm the enema. I'ma on them just like my keys drop my on the dinner work. My thoughts I keep confidential. It's consequential. Philosophies unidentical. I'm not India. My Siamese brother Benjamin. That's how I stick to him. These diamond bees, all BBs. I call them Vivica. Skating underneath a bridge. Stay hustling as it is. Make money, feed the kids. Ain't nothing in the fridge. Wake up, repeat the sins. I need a 10. Stay muddy to the lid. 800. Eat a.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. Yeah. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. Yeah. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call Hit Boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gonna give her some. Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. Never lied in my rhymes, you can go ask Jennifer. That's my mom's name. I create and find change. My mind frame ensures that forever I reign.
You spent your whole life trying to blow up, but Elohim never had time for donuts. The beat gon' have no time for cold cuts. The game like big pitch came to join up. Yeah, I'm still independent. Ain't sold a million records yet. Used to be on my checklist. Big diamonds don't need a necklace. Look, we built the sound like it's double speed Tetris. I cannot build without God in it. We built the sound you can't copy this. I never brag, it's just confidence. I never rap for your compliments. I wrote this one for the indie grind. If you ain't signed on the dotted line, can't buy my soul with no dollar sign. Industry so full of troglodytes. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up. Game time in it. Game time. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. I will not bend. Game time. Run it up. 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 You gotta put in that work, dog. I put the kingdom first. I know that you gotta wait for your turn sometimes to build something really sustainable. Work on your catalog so the day that you finally pop off, they'll see it's not just a once off. You put in time, the harvest is ready, it's ripe. I thank God for the payment.
It seems like only yesterday we were here for Super Bowl 52 and now back for the road to the Super Bowl here in the Twin Cities at US Bank Stadium. Ahead will decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the Green Bay Packers and the Minnesota Vikings. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll go to Barkley again. And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14. They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play. And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and change your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Anytime a ball is thrown in the middle of the field and is popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Rodgers to throw for it on 4. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. Rodgers now on first down. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They begin with a run by Barkley. And he'll be brought down right on the 50, a gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. They have 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Play action. It's Fields. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Up the middle with Barkley. They get just a yard back there, and now they'll be looking at a tough 3rd and 15. Back to throw. Fields. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
On 4th down, Fields. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers. Foster Moreau from 10 yards out. And the Packers are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try to get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Fields. It's caught. Beckham. And he will have a Vikings first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 35. 23 yards on the pickup there and the first. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A handoff, Barkley running left. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. To throw is Fields. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he will have the Vikings first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Running left, it's Barkley. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And let's see, the Packers defensively 6 DBs, so a dime look on 3rd.
Could play coverage or bring pressure.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
Oh, that's offline. He hooked it. It's no good. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt him later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it. Incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. On play action, Rodgers. And this is going to be incomplete.
That's zero surprise that one was incomplete. It was triple. How many OCs have we seen? With 3rd and 20 on their place, you know, I got the exact play to dial in.
That's just a head-scratching down when you're facing the 3rd and 20. Tried to complete it, couldn't get it done. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the draw, this is Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. On 2nd and 7, Fields will get this out to Barkley complete. Touchdown, Vikings! Safe from Barkley, 32 yards. And the Vikings are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. He gets it to Thomas. That's good. The completion over 7 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. The Packers go for it. Rodgers. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rodgers. Thomas brings it in. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 23 yards the pickup there. In motion is Grant. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another 1st down.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this 1st half. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. A final shot before the break. Fields, open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And, CD, we are in for a very intriguing second half. This is what we wanted, all tied. This is what postseason football is all about.
It certainly is. And doesn't it speak to the parity in the NFL? Roughly half the teams that made the playoffs a year before miss the next year, get replaced. We know it's an any given Sunday mentality. Nothing's easy in the playoffs, but when you have your shot, they're eager to seize it.
And he'll get a couple up to the 29.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. On play action, it's Rodgers. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of the run and 3rd down. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. Looking deep downfield. This is intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. So opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Now Fields. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. Touchdown, Vikings! So this game tied at the half, and we are tied no more. A touchdown there in the opening sequence of this 3rd quarter.
And what a great drive put together by their offensive coordinator. He had a plan, and they executed it almost to perfection, coming right out of the locker room. Now they're feeling good about their chances here in the second half.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
Well, a good job shifting right, finding his target. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. And sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring try after the first down sack. Rodgers, he will find his man Chase complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues.
Well, not many guys who can blow up plays like Chase Young. He did it again there.
On 2nd and 12, Rodgers. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Got a man open. It's Chase. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. Rodgers to throw for it on 4. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Kamara up the middle. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Keep in mind they can still get a first down here as they come up on 2nd and inches. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he's going to be shoved back short of the goal line. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there. And now it's 3rd down and inches. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he'll get nothing out of that. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Tucker's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday. 2nd down. Here's Barkley again. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 56 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
3rd and 2, Fields. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. On the move past the 40. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 37. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
They brought in the heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play. But we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one. Wound up hitting him for a first down.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Well, the objective there, and yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well. Now
a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game. Here's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Barkley. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Barkley. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football. We just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Barkley, inside handoff. And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good one there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 90 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Victory formation time for the Vikings as they'll take a knee here. 2nd and 11. A handoff to Barkley. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. That's a gain of 4 here in the 4th quarter with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. They go down to a knee, and with that, they're off to the NFC title game. And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead.
Got so many memories that I made on Cascade Road. I done gained the world, I ain't never sell my soul. This is God-given, so I thank him as I go. Hate to sound sound conceited, but I know. Crazy thing they with me. Yeah. Crazy thing they with me. Run up on me, baby, show you gon' see. Yeah. Got power from my head and my feet. Yeah. This colossal. What I say is gospel. I cook this with love. They gon' eat it up and swallow me. I'm from the ghetto, babe. Seen bodies in the streets so I could tweet. I came from nothing. I turned a mustard seed into $1 million in the discussion. Had a TED talk with the hire me, show me how to run it up. I need all my cheese. Every day that I wake up, I'm pinching myself. Can't believe that I'm really me. Popping shows in New Zealand, boy, you is not eating, man. We do not play in the same league. I gave my mama some racks and she asked me if I'm selling. I said, mama, please. If I was, do you think I'd let you know? Got so many memories that I made on Cascade Road. This is God-given, so I thank her as I go. This gon' sound conceited, but I know. Crazy than they with me. Yeah, crazy than they with me. Yeah, got power from my head to my feet. Yeah, run up on me, maybe, so you gon' see. I did not chase, I just attract. What you put in, you get back. I'm screaming Campbell, then still hit the dancing and wherever I'm at. Feel like a champion, mamba mentality. I am the masterpiece, life is the craft. Deep love me and I can't resist it, but I'm only guilty of slipping too fast. Life is by legacy, what lies ahead of me, helping to get peace with this past. Little bitty regular that I pack.